Oh, hello everybody, it's Megalithic here, otherwise known as Puglo Escobar, and today we're going to take a look at the Karin Sultan RS Classic, retailing at a price of $1.3 or $1.8 million there or thereabouts, ladies and gentlemen, and of course it is a Subaru Impreza. Okay, so we're going to take it out onto the street, ladies and gentlemen, and see how she handles. This is the unupgraded version, it does have to be pointed out, of course, you know. Okay, Mr. Raccoon there following along behind it, and an identical car, ladies and gentlemen, the Karin Sultan Classic RS unupgraded. Okay, so what do we think, ladies and gentlemen? Acceleration pretty good, handling down those hills very good indeed, you know. Unfortunately I've lost some top speed there, but Mr. Raccoon comes flying past me. Okay, gonna try to hold the corner here, and yes, unfortunately we do sort of slide out, but it'll give us an opportunity to have a look at that acceleration once again. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, it is very good, you know. The stability we'll just check out now, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, yeah, it grips the road perfectly well, you know. If you try to wiggle that wheel around, it won't come sliding off. Okay, so top end speed, ladies and gentlemen, you can see it is shifting. It's not mind-bendingly fast, you know. It's by no means supersonic, no rocket ship, you know, but it's not too bad. We're gonna have a look at that sodding hell, right? Okay, we're gonna have a look at the top corner, but a car pulled out on us, right? Okay, well, we get round at very slow speed, so can't really judge it there. And yes, we're going to bring it on back round to the Maze Bank offices, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have a look at this last corner here, and okay, yes, getting round in perfectly good form. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take it on inside to the custom auto shop and have it modified. Okay, so here we are, we're going on inside, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to, like I say, go ahead and perform the upgrades on this particular vehicle. And here we are, right, so as always, ladies and gentlemen, this section of the video will be commencing at double speed, you know, just in order to hurry things along somewhat, but still provide you, the viewer, with a chance to have a look at the different upgrades and modifications that can be affected to this vehicle in terms of aesthetic stylings, you know. Okay, so what can we say about the Karin Sultan RS Classic, ladies and gentlemen? When Rockstar do seem to be rather hoisting this car somewhat, don't they? Now this is the fourth, and you can count them, the fourth Karin Sultan, ladies and gentlemen, that we have in the game. We have the standard Karin Sultan, we have the Karin Sultan Classic, we have the Karin Sultan RS, and now of course we have the Karin Sultan RS Classic. The whole idea, I think, well, they're driving a legend, they've really nailed the Subaru, you know. They have released it as it was the Subaru Impreza. It was a very famous car in the 90s. It was a very fantastic, you know, it had great performance, and they've never really done it any justice, ladies and gentlemen. So one can only assume they keep releasing the vehicle over and over again to sort of abate the anger and of the fans of the Subaru Impreza. Oh well, we're going to see if they've got it any closer to the mark this time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have fully upgraded the Subaru. We're going to take it on all the Karin. We're going to take it on and see. Whoops, the daisies, right? Okay, straight away, ladies and gentlemen, that's acceleration is very interesting, right? Okay, look at that. Jesus Christ, we're flying up that hill. Okay, we'll have a look at the handling. Whoops, the daisies. Okay, it's sort of sliding out on us there, but we have managed to get control of it perfectly well, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and whoops, the daisies. Okay, sort of kicking around down there as well, ladies and gentlemen. Right, we are coming to the first hard right now. We're going to see how it handles a real corner at high speed, and yes, that's pretty much par for the course, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen. We do sort of slide out, but we're going to have a look at that acceleration one more time, and it really just sort of fly up there, doesn't it? It sort of lurches up to its speed. Its top speed is appreciable, ladies and gentlemen, like I say, not supersonic. Handling is very responsive, ladies and gentlemen, so the car is a little twitchy once it has been upgraded, and of course having some significant difficulty, ladies and gentlemen, with those very hard corners at top speed. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the handling's absolutely beautiful, you know. The acceleration's very, very good, and top end speed feels appreciable. So all round, ladies and gentlemen, what do we think? Not a bad vehicle, but that's not at the end of the test, of course. So it's also worth pointing out, ladies and gentlemen, that we can bring it to LS Street Meet, you know. And Mr. Raccoon's if you go ahead and lower the suspension and put on the low grip tires, ladies and gentlemen, then you'll be able to get a significant speed increase out of this particular vehicle. Now, this is two Karin Sultan RS Classics. The one on the right has not got low grip tires or lowered suspension, and as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the vehicle that I'm driving has both got the competitive suspension and the low grip tires, and yes, it's significantly faster, ladies and gentlemen. There's no question about it. I mean, it's leaving it in its wake. There's a massive difference there. Okay, so there we go. You may well be thinking, put on low grip tires and fantastic, beat absolutely everything. It doesn't turn out to be the case, ladies and gentlemen. I am afraid this is the Benefactor Krieger that we're going up against here. As you can see, as you may well know, as well, in fact, it's a very, very fast car, ladies and gentlemen. The Karin Sultan RS Classic, once equipped with the low grip tires, is going to absolutely destroy it down any straight. And so, like I say, you may well think, well, there we go, put the low grip tires on. But unfortunately, low grip tires mean you've got very, very low grip, ladies and gentlemen, and whilst you can go in a straight line very fast, you won't be able to negotiate any corners, so it doesn't make it any more competitive. Okay, speaking of straight lines, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to bring it on to the top speed test track. This is where we bring all the cars to test them. What we consider to be a competitive time down this straight, ladies and gentlemen, is 54 seconds. Okay, so let's have a look what the Karin Sultan RS Classic can do with it. Okay, here we go, waiting, not often we see a second place, there's in 56.425 seconds. Okay, so on the outside edge of competitive, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we're going to bring it on to the final test now. The question is, how does it actually stack up in the real world against other cars? The first vehicle we brought out is the Morgan, the overflooded Morgan. I think it's 2,165,000, is it 2,165,000, I do believe, for this car. I could be wrong, after all that stuttering. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, it's got fantastic acceleration and good top end speed, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it's struggling there to get by. It did actually get in front of the Karin to start with, but no, it does appear that the Karin can't take it. So rather interesting there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you'll agree. The next vehicle we're bringing out of Mr. Raccoon's insistence is the Vapid Flash Gt, about $1.6 million for this particular vehicle, I do believe. Once again, it has got very, very fast acceleration, ladies and gentlemen, but not enough, it would seem, to get in front of the Karin Sultan RS Classic there. Okay, so we're going to see now how the handling and the back straight play into it, ladies and gentlemen, and it doesn't sort of make it any right. Okay, just sort of sneaking up on me there. I think he may well be, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, okay, but we are sort of pulling away again. So yes, the Vapid Flash GT, ladies and gentlemen, goes down to the Karin Sultan RS Classic, and there we go. Now, the very next car that we're bringing out, ladies and gentlemen, is the Fister Growler. This was the vehicle that was released just a week prior to the release of the Karin Sultan RS Classic, ladies and gentlemen. It tested the Comet S2, don't you know? It's retailing at about $1.6 million, ladies and gentlemen, in the same kind of ballpark as the Karin here. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we were leaving it miles behind us on the straight, and I did sort of catch up to us by the top corner there, but yes, it doesn't seem to be there's any chance in any hope in hell it's going to be able to catch us, ladies. So how about that then? The Karin Sultan RS Classics take down the Fister Growler, and that really is rather unexpected, maybe. Okay, so of course, other questions, ladies and gentlemen. What about the other Karin Sultans? And this is the Karin Sultan RS, ladies and gentlemen, the quickest car on the quickest currently existing Karin Sultan. As you can see, it is an identical version to the petrol, the vehicle we are driving, and we're now going to see Mr. Raccoon is inside there. I'm inside his Karin Sultan as it happens. He's in my RS, and as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, so there we go. That's how the new Karin Sultan RS Classic stacks up against the old Karin Sultan RS. It beats it, ladies and gentlemen, and there's no question about it. Okay, so there we go. Mr. Raccoon goes sliding off. So we're going to wrap things up, ladies and gentlemen, or at least we decide that's what we're going to do, and we are going to bring out the Pegassi Zentorno, don't you know? $725,000 for this particular car. It is a supercar, ladies and gentlemen, and how about that? It's actually sat behind, can you believe it, ladies and gentlemen, sat behind the Karin Sultan RS Classic. So this is really rather interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Is it going to be able to do it? And I don't think it is. So how about that, ladies and gentlemen? That really is rather interesting. It turns out the Karin Sultan RS Classic can actually take down a car as monumentally fantastic as the Zentorno. Now it is knocking on the back door there, but we do manage to do it. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. And of course, the final car, ladies and gentlemen, will be the Grotti Italia RSX, what we uphold on this channel to be the finest car on GTA online. And there we go. So if we were wondering what was going to happen, yes, the Karin Sultan can get in front of it off the line, ladies and gentlemen, but give it a half a runway's length, and yes, the RSX is going to be sat in front of it, and you can guarantee it's going to take it down to the end. I'm going to take this opportunity to point out that all of the other vehicles, ladies and gentlemen, are being driven by Mr. Raccoon. You know his name is the Bromby. He has a channel of his own. It is called the Bromby zombie. If you don't have that into YouTube, you should go find him on YouTube. He's got some rather good videos on there. Okay, so the RSX crosses the line miles ahead of the Karin Sultan there, and perhaps that shouldn't surprise us. So what do we think, ladies and gentlemen? Well, both Mr. Raccoon and I are of a similar opinion that this car is certainly worth the money. If you were considering buying it, we would recommend it. Fantastic acceleration, fantastic handling, top-end speed lacking, but never... Oh, sodding hell, bloody Raccoon. Okay, well, I do hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.